What's up, guys? So, as you know, in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to get the Wat Tambor Easter egg in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Now, what you may not know is that Scott Carlson must have been a big fan of this popular Star Wars character, because there is actually a second Easter egg in Ultimate Custom Night. Now the only way to obtain this Easter egg is to go onto 50/20 mode, because 50/20 mode is the only mode where the Easter egg will appear. Now first, what you must do is you must. Alright guys, sorry, let's try that again. So first what you must do to get this Easter egg is you must collect 10 fast coins on the different security cameras so that you can unlock the death coin. It doesn't matter if you do this part first or later, as long as you have the death coin, this Easter egg will work. Then what you must do is you must click this Freddy nose. And then you must click the two Freddys on this security camera. Then what you must do next is go and click on all of the toilet papers in this room.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were we were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons, and I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. Then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Alright guys, so as I said before, first we must get 10 fast coins so that we can unlock the death coin. It doesn't matter if you do this part first or later, as long as you have the death coin, this works. Now that we have the death coin, we need to go and click on Freddy's nose. Then what we need to do is we need to click on the two other Freddys in this room, which is the same room the death coin is in. Now that we've done that, we need to click on all of the toilet paper in Lefty's room. Now that we've done this, now we need to go to the first hallway and click on the poster. Now personally, I think this poster is a reference to Twisted Wolf from the Five Nights at Freddy's The Twisted One book.
Now I will tell you a story.
This is actually a very good book. Now that we've done that, we need to click on this bucket with a smiley face and Mr. Hertz. Now that we've done all of this, we need to go to Toy Freddy's room.
Now I will
As
tell you
you
a story.
can see, Toy Freddy is having a very good time right now, really enjoying himself. It Then we need to
A piece of
click
remains.
on the Funtime Freddy poster and this Five Nights at Freddy's 1 poster, which may be difficult for you to see. Now that we've done all of this, we need to change the puppet's music until it goes back to the original song. And now finally, this only works if you have the fan on in your office. Then you need to input the keypad
Now I will tell you a
1983.
story.
This is very important. Then you need to press the big button and click on Mr. Cupcake 8 times. Now that we've finally done all of this,
A
we
piece of
need to
remains.
go to the left hallway and click on the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 poster, and you will see the secret Wat Tambor cutscene.
With these new battle droids we built for you, you'll have the finest army in the galaxy. The Techno Union Army is at your disposal, Count. With these new battle droids we built for you, you'll have the finest army in the galaxy. The Techno Union Army